Hello, my name is Ankit, and today I would like to present my dissertation. This presentation aims to evaluate the role of corporate social responsibility for enhancing the brand image of the company. A case study analysis of Coca-Cola with a focus on data analysis and discussion. Let's briefly examine the significance of a corporate social responsibility. Before we get into our case study, CSR is more than just a trendy term. It's essential for business in today's market. It comprehenses projects that aim on having a beneficial influence on society and the environment. Rather than just gathering a profit, CSR is crucial to the long-term sustainability, customer loyalty, and brand image of business like a Coca-Cola. I started the analysis with a keyword research. This required locating and using precise keywords associated with the study goals. In order to be sure that the information I gathered was pertinent to the subject of the study, I also strictly followed in- inclusion and exclusion criteria. Data collecting for the study is done by through secondary research, systematic research, that is also known as table research, includes searching through the data and sources at hand for pertinent information. In planar terms, it involves locating fact using already existing data sources. I have used a number of recent data sources to make sure that what I am giving is correct and pertinent. This includes the yearly report from Coca-Cola CSR, the Global Reporting Initiative, and the United Nations Global Compact, and the Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States. This study, which covered the period from 2015 to 2023, provide us a through understanding of Coca-Cola's CSR activities and their effect on the company's reputation. In addition, I used a report from the beverage industries, the particular industries that span the same time period. This aid in our comprehension of how Coca-Cola's CSR initiatives stack up against the market norms and trends. I employed a particular section criteria to assure the veracity and applicability of the data used in our investigation. The following criteria determine which data sources to include or exclude. Relevance to CSR and brand perception. I gave articles, research, and case studies that focus on connection between CSR and improved brand perception priority. This makes sure that the information immediately advances our knowledge of how CSR program affect the perception of brand. Exclusion of irrelevant sources. In order to keep our analysis focused and accurate, all sources irrelevant to CSR and how it affects like improvement of brand image were eliminated. Concentrate on how Coca-Cola CSR activities. Priority was given to material that explained Coca-Cola's CSR activities and how they affected the company's reputation. This image is above is shown Prisma followed diagram that is developed to cut down unrelated sources. I have separated the data and several topics and subthemes in order to analysis is effectively. This framework offers a methodological way to comprehend how CSR and improved brand impression are related. CSR initiative. Let's start with the first subject under which I have broken down Coca-Cola CSR efforts and two sub-themes: environmental initiative and social initiative, impact and effectiveness. Moving on the second subject, we discuss how CSR activities have an impact and effective. Consumer perception and engagement. I explore consumer perception and engagement in the third subject. The last subject, difficulties and chances for progress in Coca-Cola's CSR practice is addressed in this section. The CSR project of Coca-Cola cover a wide range of programs mean to the improve the social, economic, and environmental condition. When it comes to environment measure, they emphasize recycling and sustainable sources strategy, addressing issue like a community development and water stewardship. Their significant clarity endeavors and health related projects fall under the category of social initiative. Economically, they support fair trade principles and aid in economic growth. These programs help them maintain a favorable reputation and win our customer. The CSR initiative of Coca-Cola have had a discernable effect on their corporate activities. They have reduced the cost and maintained their financial stability, which have increased the profitability. The reduction of their carbon footprint and the enhancement of resource effectively have been made them possible through operational efficiency gains, notability in supply chain optimization. They have increased their market share and strengthened their position in the market in terms of company operations. Their CSR expenditure has shown a definition correlation with improved company performance. Coca-Cola's CSR initiative have had a big impact on how consumers are seen and engaged. Consumers behave loyally, trust and and they choose to buy ethically. They have been cases of negative influence. Nevertheless, such as worries about threats to reputation and public opinion, the brand has become more trustworthy as a result of the transparency and accountable initiative. Additionally, they have noticed a rise in client loyalty and favorable customer habit. Despite certain difficulties, Coca-Cola's CSR activities have mostly established a favorable connection with customers. Coca-Cola has shown a dedication to sustainability and social responsibility through their CSR programs with focus on community development, cycling initiative, and sustainable sources. They have achieved significant advancement in environmental stewardship. This measure have grown consumer trust and loyalty while also enhancing the company's reputation. The enhancement financially sustainability, cost reduction, and operational efficiency are clear indicators of the influence and success of Coca-Cola's CSR initiative. Their supply chain optimization have helped them meet environmental targets by lowering their carbon footprint. Growth in market performance is a reflection of the constructive relationship between CSR investment and corporate performance. By putting following suggestion into practice, Coca-Cola can both uphold in the stellar CSR reputation and make more significant long-term contribution to social and environmental improvement, enhancing transparency. Coca-Cola should keep upping the level of transparency and in its CSR reporting outlining the result of its effort and addressing any difficulties or shortalization. Trust is built via open and honest communication. Involvement of stakeholder, increasing involvement with the stakeholders such as customer, communities, and suppliers may yield insignificantly interrupt and promote cooperation. This may result in CSR projects that are more successful. The Coca-Cola Company in India 2023 environmental innovation explore cutting-edge options for sustainability such as renewable energy sources and eco-friendly packaging to invest more in environmental program risk management create solid plans for handling threats to one's reputation and adverse effect. The image of the brand may be protected by proactive efforts. It has been insightful to examine Coca-Cola's CSR initiative. It highlighted the business multi-factor approaches to corporate responsibility, which takes economic, social, and environmental course into account. The effect of this initiative on the company performance and customer perception emphasize on the rising significance of CSR in the contemporary business landscape. After thinking about the case study, I believe that if I were to tackle it as a student once again, I would begin with a more structured research plan to give my study a more solid theoretical base. I would also go further into academic literature. This would increase the study rigor and depth and provide more complex understanding of the connection between CSR and perception.